we're in Forest Park today.
We're here to tell people about deforestation and its effects.
And we're interviewing the public to see how much they know about the effects of deforestation.
Deforestation, I think it's a process of getting rid of the forest, trees and everything, just being without forest.
Bad.
Yeah.
It's very bad.
Well, we're having a drought. And you read about the forest fires out west?
Yes.
I guess it'd be like development of land, agriculture.
Yes. Yeah, agriculture's a big one, like forest fires, like climate change, all.
The leading cause, fire, outbreak in the forest. People can come and cut all the trees, all different activities that can make the forest go away.
37.
37 right now? I'm gonna guess like 3.
It's actually 79.
Wow.
I know. I know.
There's one in California
There's 79 actually in the United States right now.
right now.
As
Yeah.
of today.
As of today. Summer?
Okay.
Fall?
Yeah, so it's like after the snow finishes melting, like 1 to 4 weeks after that. But now because of the climate change and global warming and stuff, this like fire season has become longer because the snow is melting earlier than before.
Are forest fires good or bad for the environment?
It's very bad for you.
It's actually both, and forest fires can, natural forest fires can actually help trees and like get them nutrients that they haven't had before, so they can be good and bad.
One of the problems that we have in this country, particularly, is people love to live in the woods.
Yeah.
Right? And so it's hard to have small controlled fires. There's houses everywhere. And then, of course, lightning starts most of the fires anyway without you having anything to do with it. And so, California now is having some fires, and we're in the dry season, so unfortunately it'll start raining pretty soon. So California has this climate about 6 months dry, 6 months wet. And so they have fires, and if you don't burn the undergrowth out and you have good years, and there was drought for a couple of years, but we had a big rain, things grew really fast the last year. So there's a lot of undergrowth, and it's dried out, now it can burn like the dickens, and of course people's houses go with it. So it's a really kind of push-pull situation where you like to do controlled burns and keep the undergrowth from getting too thick, which actually reduces the threat of fire. But at the same time, people's houses, in a way, anything gets out of hand, which happens sometimes, then you can burn out a lot of houses. So it's really smart to do it, but you got to be careful about how you do it, and under very controlled conditions. And in California, particularly, for example, they have what's called a Santa Ana wind, and that wind starts blowing. It's what's called a katabatic wind. It comes down out of the mountains. It gets very hot and very dry all at once, and boy, fires can go like crazy. So you have to be smart about how you do things, make sure that it actually works, And again, and so that's the real trick here, is to have intelligent actions. You can't just sort of do things by the book in a certain sense, because the book varies all the time, depending on climate conditions, whether it's rain or not, all kinds of conditions have to be taken into account. So control burns are good in the right circumstances and under the right controls. But if they get out of hand, then you got a wildfire going on, which can really cause problems.
Today we're having a bake sale
with selling cookies, cupcakes, stuff like that. And with each treat they buy, they get a seed bomb. And we have an info card. We have info cards that we have some fun facts about wildfires. And it tells our goal of our project, and we're just trying to spread awareness about our project. You see, the lungs of our world are being destroyed. These tree killers are making me really annoyed. Agriculture, climate change, urban sprawl, mimic fire. Come on now, let's hear it from the choir.
Oh, no, no, no! Deforestation's got to go! If you wanna be cool, follow one simple rule. Don't mess with the trees, no, no! Our environment's taking a blow.
You know, these farmers are great while putting food on our plates, but they are taking down our forests to make room for their crops. The last second is the reason for the loss of tree tops.
Hey, I need some room for my cute little cows. I'll be taking more land than the environment should allow.
I say no to this requisition. We need to save our forests. Now we gotta hear it from the chorus.
Oh, no, no, no! Deforestation's got to go! If you wanna be cool, follow one simple rule. Don't mess with the trees, no, no! Our environment's taking a blow.
If you want me to be honest, here's the fair truth. We are in charge of protecting the future youth. These farmers and loggers are green tree hoggers, causing 24% of global greenhouse gas emissions. The average American uses 700 pounds of paper per year. Hey y'all, this ain't no competition. There's room to change, there's space to improve. We just need to get in the groove. Take a minute, count to 60. 20 football fields worth of trees just disappeared. Wait, did you hear that? Do I need to be more clear? I think it's time for us, the choir, to bring us back into gear.
Oh, no, no, no! Deforestation's got to go! If you wanna be cool, follow one simple rule. Don't mess with the trees, no, no! Our environment's taking a blow.
Let's get down to the facts about climate change. The temp goes up, but that ain't helping. Fire season what? It's when the snow's done melted. Fire season what? It's when the snow's done melting. The fire season means it gets really dry. Seeing unnatural fires makes me want to cry. Now let's hear from the choir that can make it simplified.
Oh, no, no, no! Deforestation's got to go! If you wanna be cool, follow one simple rule. Don't mess with the trees, no, no! Our environment's taking a blow.
Oh boy, now we got urban sprawl. They say we've got to make some room for our new town hall, so they chop and they chop and they chop the trees down, just so they can have some space for downtown. But did you know trees could cool the city? It's like putting AC in the streets, ain't that pretty? Big cities might be great, but they don't help our trees. We can listen to the choir. They tell us the answer and it makes it sound like a breeze.
Oh, no, no, no! Deforestation's got to go! If you wanna be cool, follow one simple rule. Don't mess with the trees, no, no! Our environment's taking a blow.
Prince Charles knows what's up, he said.
Forests are the world's air conditioning system, the lungs of the planet, and we are on the verge of shutting them off.
This is true, and the reason we need to save our forests, and this problem is really quite enormous. Forests cover about 30% of our planet. At this rate, in 1 century, our forests are gonna vanish. Just last year, we caused over 60,000 wildfires, burning more than 4 million acres. Come on, y'all, we need some tree peacemakers. We know the choir sings it best, so I'll leave it to them to tell you the rest.
Oh, no, no, no! Deforestation's got to go! If you wanna be cool, follow one simple rule. Don't mess with the trees, no, no! Our environment's taking a blow.
Deforestation has got to go. Word. Emma, What do you think about vandalism on trees?
We love trees.
Look at all the fishies.
Fish! The fish are so cute.
Hi, Emma.
Hi.
There's a poor
Baby little fish
forest needs
dead
some saving.
from this eutrophication and trash. There is not enough dissolved oxygen in
The
this
fish
lake.
are barely below the surface, and I can't see them. Like,
This is pretty
very turbid.
This water is very turbid. Cleaning our forests. One piece of trash at a time.